What's up, everybody? It's 12 TV. 12 TV number 338. Fucking part 3 in our 7th annual October Horrorfest. This year, we're watching movies we haven't seen before, folks. So tonight, we're watching a movie called Eaten Alive. This film came out in 1976. I know a little bit about this film. I know that it was inspired by a serial killer named Joe Ball, who ran a bar in Texas called the Sociable Inn. He had a little pit out back that contained 5 alligators, and he would charge people to see feeding time and whatnot. And it turns out that he was killing his waitresses and then feed them to the alligators. It's rumored that he has killed between 5 and 20 people. Who knows, for real. Ultimately, when the police came to investigate and he knew that he was done for, he pulled out a pistol and shot himself in the head, avoiding arrest. So I don't know, folks, we're going to watch the movie. We're going to watch Eaten Alive tonight, based loosely on Joe Ball, but we're going to watch it now. So let's check it out. Let's check it out together. Everybody, let's watch. Let's watch. Let's watch. Alright, everybody, we just finished watching Eaten Alive. What a fucking fantastic film. This is one of my favorite styles of films. It was mid to late 70s. It's very atmospheric. Cinematography was great. This film was directed by Tobe Hooper, who also directed Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And then he went on to direct other films like Poltergeist and some others. The movie is about a guy who runs a motel, which is next to a swamp. And in the swamp happens to be a crocodile. He ends up finding reasons to kill people coming to the motel. It's almost like Psycho, but it's in the Texas and there's an alligator involved. Fucking throws them all to the alligators. It's just madness on and on. Fucking people getting killed, people getting eaten. You know, I don't want to give away the ending or anything, but it gets out of control. Another cool thing about this film is that it has Robert Englund, who played Freddy Krueger in all the original Nightmare on Elm Street films. This film also stars Marilyn Burns.
What do you want me to do? Throw myself to the alligators?
Who played Sally Hardesty in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So the film is only loosely based and only basically inspired by Joe Ball. The story of the film is very different than what happened with Joe Ball. Alright folks, we're going to move right along to recommended listening now. And tonight's recommended listening is Macabre's Carnival of Killers. This is the newest album by Macabre. It came out this year. 99.9% of the Macabre songs are about serial killers. And the reason I chose this particular album is because they have a particular song about Joe Ball. If you look at the cover to this album, it's like a Where's Waldo of serial killers. You have like Andre Chikatilo, and you have John Wayne Gacy, and you have fucking Ed Gein. Up here you have Ted Bundy. There's H.H. Holmes. They also have a song about H.H. Holmes on this album. America's first documented serial killer. Which leads us to our next feature. Cousin Funeral and I paid a visit to H.H. Holmes' grave in Yeden, Pennsylvania. We took a little film footage to show you what that was like. So let's take a look at that. And now we're here at the final resting place of Herman Webster Mudgett, also known as
Howard Henry Holmes. He liked Holmes because he liked Sherlock Holmes. No shit.
Shirley Holmes. In the early days, he would sew his victims' skeletons back together and sell them to universities at a profit.
He was a doctor of sorts, born in New Hampshire. His victims would say, "Find me, find me."
The original headstone's missing, and somebody put this one here in its place. It's pretty solid, but it's not, it's not a real stone.
I left him one of my pennies from my mustard seed accounts.
His early childhood, a skeleton really freaked him out, so we're gonna leave this little guy.
What a tribute. Surely, I wish I was dead so I could get a gift.
Say hi.
Hi, Howard Holmes.
Say Howard Holmes. Howard Holmes.
I'll kill you.
So there you have it, everybody. All kinds of shit to see. That's it for tonight, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Total TV number 138, October Horrorfest. I absolutely recommend Eaten Alive, 1976, with Robert Englund, directed by Toby Hooper. And if you're gonna fucking check out some music, check out Macabre's Carnival of Killers. So we'll talk to you next week. Next week we'll have more movies. Next week we'll have more fucking thrills and chills. Say goodnight, everybody. So say goodnight and say don't eat me. Don't eat me, alligator. Say goodnight. Say goodnight and say don't eat me. Say don't eat me. Say don't eat me alive. Say I'm fucking surrounded.
Hi, doctor! Is there a doctor in the house?